Let's go for the greatest crew in all of cryptocurrency. Let's go, baby! Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming back to the live show, baby. This is how the show is supposed to start. It's not supposed to start with me like, shout out to the crypto lifers. Shout out to each and every one of you. Let's beat our chest. Let's beat our drums. Man and woman, alpha women out there, alpha males. We're ready to take over the world. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get the lemon into the water like I do every single day. It's the ritual. It's the movement. It gets us going. Cleans the pineal gland out. Gets you thinking into a new mindset. Gets you running alkaline. Takes care of that acidity. You're ready to rock at the speed of light. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Yes, I'm clean shaven. Got rid of the goatee, but it's coming back. I can't live without it. I will have a goatee for most of my life. I just actually used the shorter section of my shaver while I was outside not looking in the mirror. Came back inside like, what happened? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. Together, we make the Crypto Lifer show an amazing show that it's run for over 700 and some odd days now, 705 episodes in a row. Hands down, let's get a clap for 700 straight. Oh, not. There you go. 700 straight days, baby, and more. So let's take a big sip. We're approaching to live stream every single day in 2022. 2021, I began in February, so I can't say I live stream every single day, but every single day in 2022, no days off, baby. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. That is an accomplishment, to live stream every single day, to stay committed to something that you love. There's nothing better than staying committed, I'm telling you right now. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's get hydrated. Let's jump into the charts. Let's have some fun. Let's look for some gems. Let's deep dive. And let's stay focused and positive for the rest of the day. Let's go. There it is. There it is. That tastes so dang good. It really does. Wow. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Not a lot of gains today. Monday getting slammed and hammered. I just made that up, but it's getting slammered. I actually did just make that up. I make some of the greatest words up during the live. Slammered. It's been slammed and hammered. I've never heard someone say I'm slammered before in my life. You might have heard it. I've never heard it. We're looking at the dollar index. We have a lot to go over. Let's bring that music down a little bit. I get it. It's Monday morning. But I wanted to get you out of your seat. I wanted to get you moving and grooving, baby. We can bring it up a little bit, but not too loud. Let's bring that voice even more into your ears so you can feel like me and you are right next to each other. All about that audio, baby. All about the audio. So that's DXY. Share Stronghold. That thing took a beat down. Not interested in all. I even know why I was looking at it. Sometimes I just play with charts just to play with them. All right, let's take a look. Let's zoom in here to the 1 hour time frame. Let's hit the auto button. Let's see what's cracking for Bitcoin. So if you're in my trading group, we talked about Bitcoin being in this rising wedge flag on the 1 hour time frame. To me, it looked highly likely like it was going to break to the downside. This looks like a bearish retest. You're in a symmetrical triangle. You're retesting, you're respecting this beautiful trend line. And then you come up, you fall through the trend line. You attempt to come back inside the pattern. You attempt to get back up on top of this point of control. If we zoom out here, sorry, I lost it there. But this point of control right here that we want to hang out on, we don't want to lose that. Really important we stay above 16,950 to remain bullish. Bitcoin hugging 17,000 right now. Hugging it like a bear hug, baby. Like Winnie the Pooh hugs a big old jar of honey. It's like, can you keep me there, baby? Can you keep me there? So 17K, line of the sand. Can we stay on it? Some people are saying, hey, are we still inside the pattern? Like, could we play this game? I don't think so. I mean, we could say, okay, we're still in the pattern. We respected it here, here, and here, here. We just went a little higher, never made it down to the edge. I guess I'd rather say we broke it and need to get back in. But, you can be open-minded. And, technically I believe there is a right or wrong at one point. But I'm open-minded to believe that you got to just be able to kind of be as open-minded as you can until the last minute. To me, that's trading in a nutshell. You set up as many parameters as you can. It's just like a game of chess. You have no idea exactly where your opponent's going to move, but you set up some parameters, you set some ideas up, and you go from there, right? And that's kind of what's happening. I just saw that video on Ben's channel, how the SWAT team came at, like, that people that do anything like that, that's insane. I truly believe in karma. Whoever does stuff like that, in the long run, and I'm not saying like, anything bad is going to happen to that person, anything like that. I don't wish anything bad on anybody, but bad, when you sick negative energy on other people, negative energy tends to follow you. And until you do something to relinquish yourself of that negative energy, it's going to get you. I'm telling you right now, you will never be fully resolved of your negative behavior until you come to terms with it. All right? Until you come to terms with it. So, but Ben, my family goes out to your family, thinking about your kids, having to do therapy, just thinking about all that stuff. I was recently on a plane, and I'm not even going to try to compare my life to yours, Ben, if you're out there listening, but I was on a plane, and the woman screamed, "Fire, fire, fire, we're going to go down, stop the plane," as we're taking off. And I think my daughter's cool now, but, even every once in a while, she still looks at me and she's like, were we going to die? Like, what was happening, Daddy? And, that hit me hard. Just having to explain to my daughter that we may all have went up in flames in a plane. What happened, Daddy? Why was she screaming fire? Why was everyone saying stop the plane? What was going? It was so scary, Daddy. It was so scary, I can only imagine if she saw guns drawn, it would never leave. I would never be the same. So I just support everyone that's doing everything for their family and their life and their kids. And I love you all. And may God bless each and every one of you, Special shout out to my man, Frankie Candles. We love you, Frankie. I want to make that be known and make it real clear. If anyone thinks anything different, come to me and you can see me. I love Frankie Candles to death. Dude's been nothing but nice to me. He's had me on his show 2 times. Awesome. He's also starting a premium Discord channel like mine, which has changed my life. So, hey, good luck to you and yours, Frankie. I love you. I wish you all the success in life, baby. And you're going to get it because you're like me. You're consistent and you do it every single day. So just spreading the love. Just want to let everyone know this is a community here. We stick together in cryptocurrency. We don't divide each other. We don't push and pull. All right. And especially now, when the time is now, it's time for the community to stay together. It's time for the community to really get together and find out who we are as a people, what we want to accomplish, and what we can do together to change the world. When people get together for one positive notion, you would not believe what can happen. So shout out to everybody here. I appreciate you all. I'm done with my preaching for the morning, but I just want to kind of start out with a good light, keep everyone in a good mood, keep us focused on the things that matter. I want to talk about something else too. Your life is going to go by faster than you realize. I was just 28 years old. I'm 40 years old. 12 years went by like this. I found Bitcoin, and it seems like just yesterday, and 4.5, 5 years ago have gone by like this. My whole life changed in the last 3 years. You saw it happen here on YouTube. And so it could happen to you. It can happen to anybody. And it is happening to you right now. You're in the motion. You're watching the channel. You're bringing in the vibration. That's what's key. And as we move, I want to let you realize that time is going to go by faster than you ever realize. This minutia that we're watching, this 17K, 15K, 16K. Eventually, we will have a halving. They're going to have to print more money. There's no solution to the amount of money that they printed. I've been saying it for 10 years. Pull your head out of the sand, zoom out, and be like, Bitcoin was less than a penny 10 years ago. Now it's 17,000. It's 17,000 reasons why Bitcoin will continue to go up. It's right there in front of you because they keep printing the dollar to zero. They're going to continue to do so. It's not going to stop. Okay? It's not going to stop. You think miraculously they're going to say, oh, we just don't need more of this. Even with their agenda is to make the dollar even more prevalent throughout the world. You got BRICS coming up, which is Brazil, Russia, right? Indonesia, China, Syria, India, Syria. And they want to create their own source of the petrodollar in a way. They don't want to convert to the US anymore to buy oil. They want to get off that standard. They want to change the economic landscape in the future of the world. And the US wants to perpetuate the dollar all over the world. And for them to do that, they need to print more of it. It needs to be more relevant. That is why a CBDC would be coming out, right? Look, the Fed in the next 12 weeks is establishing some type of example of a CDC program. They're coming fast. And Bitcoin is going to show how strong it really is in the next 2 to 3 years, I'm telling you right now. And it's going to show why it's on the right side of history. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than each and every one of us. This will be in the history books forever in time. Everything that we do here now, your actions, your behavior, how you move for the space, whether you went after pump and dumps, whether you promoted random crap coins, or whether you stayed strong for your community, will be remembered. Shout out to all the YouTubers who are staying strong throughout the bear market. Shout out to everyone with a backbone in this market. Shout out to each and every one of you that are here for your community every single day. I don't take it lightly to be an influencer. I don't take it lightly that people look up to me. I don't take it lightly that I get a channel, that I get a voice, that I've made something where I can continuously push an influence. And I want to push a positive influence every single day. I take responsibility for it, and I appreciate it. And I thank the higher power in the Lord and God that I have what I have every single day. Thank you for the blessings on life. Remember, the halving will come 2024. It's not that far away. All right, we're edging 2023. About a year and a couple months now and change from the halving. People are already going to start feeling that squeeze. That idea that you're not going to be able to get that asset at that price anymore. And it's going to start getting squeezed again. And it's only a matter of time till we watch that move up for the bull run of Bitcoin. So mark my words, everybody. I'll be here for it. And we'll go through it every single day like we do. Let's get a sip of that lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. Let's stay focused. Know that I love you all. Love is the strongest frequency. You can move mountains with love. You can do anything you want with love. Once you go into the hate where they are, you cannot move. You become like lassoed by your legs, by the hate. You cannot move. You must fight hate with love. And that's why you can't get into the revenge. You can't dig deep. You can't be pulled into the energy that they want you to go in. You must plant your own seed. I always talk about if you see your neighbor planting devil flowers, let's just say this is an example, but you see devil flowers being planted, bad energy, you don't go over in the middle of the night and rip up their flowers, right? Because that's the same. You plant your own garden. You work on your own soil. And next thing you know, your flowers just outgrow their flowers to the point where their flowers don't exist anymore. They can't see them anymore because you have planted so many beautiful things in life that nothing ugly, nothing demonic, nothing negative can even handle the sight of your creations. That's how you change the world. You don't go after every single thing. You build the beautiful things behind the scenes. You let them off into the world. But we do need a voice. We do need a voice. And shout out to every single person that stands up and speaks truth to power. May God rest all the souls of the people that are being lost who have spoken truth to power. May God bless each and every one of you throughout time. You gave us the strength to speak up. You gave us the strength to believe. And you gave us the strength to know that we don't have to live in fear. Because they could take our lives, but they'll never take our freedoms. You know what I mean? Like, Braveheart, baby. Call me the Braveheart of crypto. I would love that. I would love to assume that label. And that lemon water tastes so good. Like, how good does the lemon water taste? You don't need no sugar. You don't need no lemonade. Lemon water, baby. So breaking down Bitcoin, let's look at what we see happening throughout the afternoon and into today. Thank you for jumping on in with each and every one of you. I appreciate you all. You have no idea. I'm so honored to be here with each and every one of you, to actually have a platform and have people even care of what I have to say. Blessings on blessings. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything. So I'm seeing a bearish retest right now. You're overbought on the stochastics RSI. On both the 15 and the 1 hour, you're likely to make a dump. That's a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So unless we get some crazy short squeeze, which we'll look at Bookmap to keep us savvy, keep us in place, and I'll load up Bookmap. But unless we get some bit of a crazy short squeeze, I am predicting that it's more likely we break to the downside today than to the upside. All right? Only thing in our favor is the fact that the dollar index is struggling a little bit, which is a good sign. Okay? We go to the 1 hour, though. It does want to kind of make a move, but it's also getting rejected. And honestly, we've seen Bitcoin and the dollar index dump together recently, which isn't the best, but we've seen it. So it can happen. It can happen. We don't want to see it happen, but it can happen, man. So it's crazy. I go to Home Depot yesterday. The dishwasher stops working, or my wife claims it's whatever. It wasn't operating properly. I'll give it to her. It was acting funky. And honestly, it's the same dishwasher since I was 8 years old. Can you believe that? It actually works. Unbelievable. 30-year-old dishwasher. It's 30 years old. I'm 39. We got it when I was 7 or 8. Might even be 32 years old. No lie. Like, thing is unbelievable. So, and the thing works great. It's a little loud, but it works great, and it's faster than all the newer ones. The newer ones are slower because they use less water. That's what I'm being told, right? So we go to get the new one, right? We go to Home Depot, and they're like, oh, this one doesn't come for 2 weeks. This one doesn't come, and every one we pick out, no. You can buy the $1,000 one. You can buy the $500 one. In the middle, you got your 750s, your 840s. And, you know, we are eventually going to get a 650, 750. We wanted at least all stainless steel because you get a plastic one, right? Just hear me out. This is interesting, right? So we eventually get the right one, all right, that we want. All right, and I got Bookmap loaded in a second. So I eventually get the right one ready to go. Who cares about this story? Who would rather look at Bitcoin? Who wants to hear about the dishwasher story? Because, yeah, you might buy a dishwasher recently and you might learn something. You know what I mean? Mary Xmas Sam, thank you for the daily inspiration and wisdom. Mad love and respect. Shout out to Daniel Pierce, my man. May God bless you and yours. Thank you so much for your love, man. $20 super chat right off the bat. You're amazing. Shout out to Jack's Jedi, my man. Amen, brother. Can you look at Algo, please? God bless. Thank you. Okay, shout out to everybody here. All right. Yeah, Algo just keeps getting crushed. I mean, someone asked me to look at it recently. I said it didn't look good at all. Remember? Looked like it could go down even more. So we're taking a look here at Bookmap. And Bookmap is going to show us where the liquidity may or may not lie on an aggregated idea too. The perpetuals. We got OKX, Bybit, and Binance futures. So when I look at this closely, what I'm seeing here, right, is just kind of lackluster again, like stuck in the zone. Sideways behavior at 17,000. Like, I don't see a lot of selling going on, right? I don't see a lot of huge buy orders trying to get scooped up. If anything, I just see more sell orders up here at the 17,000, 17,100 area. Nothing really kind of bringing us down to the lower zones of liquidity. But, you know, that's just what Bookmap says right now. Doesn't mean everything, right? So let's get back to the dollar index here. So back to the DXY, all right? Why? Because we have to. The DXY, because we have to, right? Thank you so much for the super chat. May God bless you. And look at the balls drop into the jar. Ooh, subtle little drop there. Thank you for the love. What happened with the dishwasher? Dishwasher Inu. Okay, so we picked the right one we like, and then like not in stock, and eventually every single thing we want, not in stock. And this is at Home Depot, so Lowe's is only like 5 minutes away in my neighborhood, so I go over to Lowe's. I like Lowe's personally because they do a lot for veterans and stuff like that, and they try to hire more people that just need help. They offer a lot of jobs for people that, you know, have a limp or may have been hurt in service, and that's why I like Lowe's personally, okay? I figured, hey, they're trying to, you know, they do a little more for the little guy. I'd rather help them out. So I go to Lowe's as much as I can for that reason, because of their whole veteran program, all right? You do what you can. You do what you can with your money, right? In every aspect of life, if you're somewhat consciousness about it. For Miss Lifer having to deal with my emails. Thank you, Scotty Beans. Oh, don't worry, man. She'll love you to death. She doesn't mind helping everybody out. Thank you so much. Lifer, $10 super chat for dealing with the emails from Scotty Beans, babe. Maybe she knows, maybe she doesn't. So back to the dishwasher. So I'm trying to, you know, I'm attempting to get a new dishwasher, and we get it. It works. So we go to Home Depot. No, we go to Lowe's, right? Sorry. And we get to Lowe's, and they actually have what we want. And the lady's like, yeah, they'll deliver it, ready to go. I was like, they install and deliver it? Like, yeah, they take the old one away. And I'm like, they install it and deliver it. And she keeps being like, yeah, they take the old one away. I'm like, are they going to install it? Because I see an installation fee here in all the places, but you're just telling me it gets delivered for free when you buy it. She's like, oh, when you spend over $500 to $600, installation is free, she says. Or delivery is free. Haul-away is free, you know? So I'm like, well, for them to take away the old one, they're going to have to disconnect it, right? So they show up this morning, ready to go. And they bring in the new one, and they go, oh, we don't disconnect. We don't do that. And I'm like, but... He's like, yeah, they'll tell you anything in the store to make the sale. That's what they say to me. And I'm like, so, like, why would you let me walk out of the store, tell me that you could definitely take the old one away? So, of course, I was being a smart guy, and I started pulling it, thinking I could get it disconnected before they got there, because I'm, you know... And it's an older dishwasher, 1930. Now they use like nice cords, right? Like these like copper, but it's literally copper. It's copper. The guy used a copper. I couldn't believe it, but he bent a beautiful copper tube, and he did it correctly. But the previous plumber, copper pipe, man. So of course I bend the copper pipe. So now we have no dishwasher at all, and the guys bring in a new one. So now I have a dishwasher half out, a brand new one in the kitchen, a wife that can't wash dishes, and I know I can do it. All I have to do is disconnect the hot water, right? Disconnect the electrical, pull out the old one, connect the electrical to the box, plug in the new tube that they gave me, run it back in, put some, skeptic tape, get a nice wrench, and wrench that back onto my tea. I can fix the thing myself. I know I can do it. But I have to shut off all the water in the house, which I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I got to do that. I can get that done. I know we can get that done together. And then I got to make sure it doesn't leak. Got to make sure it looks right, And so I'm telling my wife I can do these things. She doesn't believe me. So what do you guys think? Can I fix the dishwasher? Can the Crypto Lifer fix the dishwasher, or is it not going to happen? Hey, Lifer, mask going to bounce from here or dump? Thank you. God bless. People ask me like I'm a god. Like if I say mask won't pump, it won't. I mean, whatever happens to mask. What do you think is going to happen to mask? I'll take a look at it, Icy Mike. Yeah, I know. You can get PEX and Shark Bite. I know. I did all PEX and Shark Bite myself too. But you don't want to get, if you're already set up, like I'm already set up, I don't even need that. I just need to use the old copper pipe right there and plug on in. I could replace the whole T if I wanted to get crazy with a Shark Bite, and all that, but I don't think I need to go that far. But I could do it. If I could do it, I know. I've set up my own Shark Bite and my own PEX hex stuff, my own PEX stuff. I've done a butt. Shark Bite is good, man. I disagree. I 100% disagree. I've used Shark Bite and I stand behind it 100%. I have a Shark Bite joint that's been working for over 2 years. So people that hate on Shark Bite just never used it enough. So I disagree. We could go at it. I would go at it with you, Mountain Man, on Shark Bite. You want to tell me why you don't like it? Turn off the power. Yes, easy. Water supply in, waste pipe out, plus exactly. I get a drain to the drainage. I get the water in. It's one hot water thing. You don't use cold water, so it's only a hot water hookup, right? I sell plumbing supplies. Shark Bite is not the right way. Oh man, you're whack, man. You just want to sell all your old garbage then, right? Dude, Shark Bite works very, very well. It works very, very well. Very, very well. I've used it. Just buy a new house. We're doing that too. Don't worry. We're taking care of that. We're moving to Florida, baby. I'm moving to Florida, man. Gated community, the whole thing, right? You have to kind of hit a bell to come see me. I ain't playing those games. We're going to move to Florida. And honestly, gated communities aren't even that expensive in Florida. Like they're common. They're common. 800 to $1.2 million homes are in gated communities in Florida. See, in Massachusetts, to be in a gated community, you got to spend big money. Like you got to be in like a $3, $4, $5 million home in some type of. But Florida, I mean, it's kind of commonplace out there. Sarasota, baby, I'm moving to Sarasota, Florida. We're gonna be looking at homes for the next few weeks. I'm going there in about 5 days. I fly there Saturday morning. I'll be there for 10 days. If we're gonna try to get a Lifer meetup, see what's going on. If it's safe, I want to make sure things are safe these days. Kind of crazy. Lifer, move to Puerto Rico with me. Ice Mike 6969. I mean, we've thought about it. I don't entirely love Puerto Rico too much. They got satanic churches. I spent some time there. It's cool and not cool. You know what I mean? There's a lot of young kids that have done murder. Like, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to make the show about like the dark streets of Puerto Rico, but it's a beautiful place, but there's a lot of behind the scenes things. And Florida too, I get it, but Florida and Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? So Sarasota is a beautiful town. I absolutely love Sarasota. So yeah. I wouldn't buy Florida real estate at the top. You don't realize if you're willing to floor real estate, number one, if you're a multimillionaire and you're making $1 million a year and the house only costs $1 million, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to be rude, but when people talk about things that matter, they're like, oh, don't buy real estate right now. It's like, yeah, if you don't have a pot to piss in, But if you're going to hold Florida real estate for the next 5 to 10 years and you got money to burn, who cares? I'm being honest. Like, I'm being dead honest. Like, who cares? Don't let predicament go against your dream. Like if you're dreaming of moving to Florida. Now, I'm going to wait for the market to crash. I believe it's going to crash around April, May, June. And it's already been crashing. Honestly, it already did crash a little bit. A lot of houses in Florida, 1.2, 1.4, down to 1.1. They're down a lot than they used to be. So good time to kind of start to look into what's going on. Go to Alabama. Very low property tax. Look at that. Watch the insurance down there. It's getting difficult to get. Let's hook up. I'll take you on a boat tour. Yeah, dude, just email Mario. Email my wife. cryptolifers@gmail. She takes care of all my scheduling. And because today after this, I have 2 meetings. I have a one-on-one, and I'm not going to remember anything that I said. Like, not that. I'm not going to, that's not true. I'm not going to remember, like, oh, yeah, I got to link up with this dude. He said he could take us on a boat tour. But if you hit her up, she'll write it down. She'll link up with you. She'll get your number, and we'll schedule it. We're going to be there for 10 days. I would love to take a boat tour with you. That would be absolutely beautiful. I love meeting lifers out there and just enjoying my life with the people that I met through the YouTube channel. I find that's the beauty of the channel, is it makes when I travel, just so much fun. Wherever I travel, there's someone waiting for me like, hey, here's the best restaurant in town. I've been to it 10 times. I know the waiter. Let's go. You know, let me pick it up from the airport. Like, I got picked up from the airport the last time by one of the moderators in the trading group. You know, amazing situation. All right. So let's get back into brass tacks. Sorry. I like to talk about life. I feel great today. I've been sick as a dog, back in action, feeling really good. And so it just, behooves me to just kind of spread the love, right? So let's look at the 6 hour. This is a flag that could break to the upside for the dollar index. Does it make another giant double top like we already double topped up here? There's a chance. Chance it could happen. Okay. 6 hour does want to push back to the upside. Get rid of that trajectory. It's a little harsh for me. So when we look at this, but I see it rolling over here. That's like a rolling over sign. Usually when you start to see that it's starting to roll over a little bit and you got rejected already, it's a good sign. We're going to end up here somewhere at the bottom of the pattern. The 6 hour may begin to roll over here. Back to the bottom. So the dollar index doesn't look too strong for me, in my humble opinion. We're going to wait for the 1 hour to kind of find its way. I'd like to see it just kind of come up here and slump. So we're going to be watching this area very, very closely. If the dollar index breaks this area, these moving averages, we don't need them for a second, but if it breaks through here, okay. But if it gets above here and starts to breach through this channel, this is going to spell some signs that aren't good for Bitcoin. And then we'd be looking for this to do a bullish retest possibly, and Bitcoin do a bearish retest. So what we want to see is this come up, have Bitcoin do that little drop like we're looking at here. So that little come up for the dollar index will be this little drop for Bitcoin. Have Bitcoin do some type of double bottom here possibly, or just a low swing back up. And then as the dollar index dumps, right? As the dollar index decides to dump here, come up and dump back down, that's when Bitcoin will break back inside this pattern, and then we can get the breakout. So this is the beautiful scenario that we're looking for, and I'll be watching it closely, and we'll get it confirmed by the dollar index. Now, there's no guarantees 100% that we're going to be inversely correlated, but there's like a good 90% chance. And we have to go on what we've seen so far. All right. So that's a good indication of what I see happening later on in the week, possibly by Tuesday, late Wednesday for the dollar index, or not even that. I'd say actually Monday night. Yeah, tonight into tomorrow morning. Sorry, I misspoke because I thought I was looking at the 4 hour. I'm looking at the 1 hour. Should only take 6 to 12 hours really to play out, 16 at the very most, in my humble opinion. Don't tread on people from the north. Facts. Little calls on FLA are northern. The little calls on FLA are northern. The locals in Florida will drive out the northerners. The little calls on FLA. What the heck? I don't know, man. I stay positive. I stay with positive groups of people that focus on the future. That's all I look at. Bitcoin 17K 1 month, 19K 6 months. What's next? 30K, 40K, 60K. We lifers out there. All in. Let's go, baby. Shout out to PS5, Future of Gaming. My man. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. And there's that dollar getting that bit of a pump here. As the stochastics RSI give you the lack of bearish momentum, showing signs of a possible move back to the upside here. So it says Bitcoin could struggle, lose this 17K region. But wow, we are just holding 17,000. And the way that we're holding 17K does make me want to almost make a reiteration here of this trend line and say, is there a chance that we're still sticking to it here? And it was the smaller one that almost didn't hit. And we're actually still inside the channel, holding pretty well. Yeah. The reason why I'm going to go against it is just because of the behavior of the 1 hour time frame and what we're looking at. So really, there's not much more I can say about Bitcoin right now. Smaller time frame looks like it's going to do a bearish retest to the downside. And we don't see a lot of liquidity kind of trying to hold us up. On Bookmap, right? Bookmap's pretty flat and even, and we got 17,000. We do have a little more liquidity above 17K if we had to make a call. All right. Okay. 4 hour has support at 17K. J Powell versus Santa. Yeah, right. He's just going to try to destroy. Well, I mean, it's looking like they're going to come with a point. They're going to come with a 0.5 basis point, right? That's looking like what we're going to see here. 0.5 basis point. So definitely what's on the radar for me, you know. What was it like watching a guy that comes strong with a show right now? Because I'm watching my show. I'm hearing it. You know, I'm taking it in slightly from, you know. And I remember me last week. Welcome to Bitcoin. I just can't even. And I could see how my views are down. I wouldn't want to watch me. I'd be like, dude, I love this guy. I can't watch him down like this. It's like watching a star athlete just like throwing duds all day. Like, you don't want to see that. You know what I mean? So, really, thank you for not watching me last week. I was horrible. Oh man, it was tough. It was tough. Felt like my life was just like getting pulled out of my hands. You know, consistency is my life. So every day I'm consistent. I check off that feeling, and I'm like, okay, we did it. We did what we had to do. We nailed it. And when that starts to pull away, you start wondering what's happening. And when you're really consistent, it only takes 2 to 3 days to feel uncomfortable and be like, what is going on here? And that's happened to me. I didn't like that feeling of lack of control of my life, right? As the sickness took over and I could barely move. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Shout out to everyone who doesn't feel good this week. I hope a fast, speedy recovery for you. My compassion is with you. I had never been that sick in my life. Like, never that long. Never for 4 days straight. Just felt like, when will it end? Like, when will it end? Compassion for, like, my wife had morning, you know, just pregnancy sickness. And she's like, it lasted for months. I couldn't only imagine being nauseous like that. And just being, like, in the middle. So I am predicting a bearish retest. Looks like Bitcoin will drop at least to about 16,737. It is holding 17K. There's a chance it double bottoms here. And, you know, you never know. We could still get a short squeeze back inside the pattern. If we do, that'll be absolutely beautiful. Any small time frame showing some signs of life, just kind of going sideways in these channels. Nothing too crazy there. So we're going to watch the 1 hour time frame. It does suggest we get a pullback to the downside for Bitcoin, bearishly retesting this bottom trend line as I have you shown. And there's really not much I can do for the chart at this present moment in time. Like, this is what I see. All right. We lost the high volume node as I showed you on the bigger time frame. Go to like the 4 hour and we pushed it all in. Let's see here. I mean, technically, we're still holding above this chop area though. And if we stay above this chop, we can get all the way back up to 19K. Still some signs of life. And what we want to talk about is this 200 simple on the 4 hour, right? We're still above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame. If we can stay above it, we usually do get a bit of a push to the upside. Also, this is a little weird, but I'm just going to point it out. You know, you're attempting this shoulder, possible head and a right shoulder, somewhat of an inverted head and shoulders. Not perfect, but it has the feelings, it has the feels, right? So the 4 hour price action staying above this yellow line which is the 200 SMA, very, very important thing that you want to see stay. Very, very important. So we're watching that closely, and we're also going to be watching this 1 hour time frame. Now, like the 4 hours oversold, and it's suggesting that we pump back to the upside here, and we begin to recover back up. So the 4 hours in our favor that we may get tighter. So it's all about the 1 hour. Whatever the 1 hour does today, let's see it go lackluster and make that double bottom. Reset on the stochastics and not do much for the rest of them. All right. Let's take a look at the 3S tokens and see what's going on. I appreciate you saying that. Shout out to After Hour Investings. Any 3S tokens on the radar? We'll take a look at Bitcoin 3S, and they all will cascade all with that movement, right? Number one, I don't like opening up shorts when the 4 hour is very overbought, right? So already telling you, you're kind of fighting an uphill battle on the bigger time frame. The daily, though, looks pretty good, right? Daily looks like we could be flipping back up, and so does the 22 hour. So I've been showing this short on the 22 hour when it was low here. And you can see it hasn't lost anything from the entry there, really. It's been flat for the last, 3-4 days. Possible 20% gains coming out of the Bitcoin short. And if this Bitcoin just decides to lose those levels and fall to the downside, and the daily doesn't look too good on Bitcoin, that daily starts to drop hard on Bitcoin, this short will play out. However, the 4 hour is just not in our favor right now. You see that? And we flip to the 1 hour. The 1 hour is in a flag here. And this is the flag that Bitcoin's in, but the opposite version of it. And so this is what you would be looking to take a scalp. You know, this is, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Like I say and do should be taken as financial advice. This is what I do as a trader, though. Like, once I identify the movement, so it does say there could be a possible move for the shorts on the 1 hour time frame, right? And what we want to see is we want to see this just make a double top, lackluster, and drop to the downside and show signs that the shorts really don't have the love. All right. But this is the most likely scenario right now based on probability, that the short will play out by 8% for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin will drop by about, 2.5%, 3%, something like that. Okay. So on the radar is the short for BTC. 15-minute, 1 hour, both showing some signs of life. The 4 hour isn't in your favor on the short, though, right? So it would only be a quick scalp possibly to this area, or does it jettison back up and come back down? But right now, the probability is that the short will play out. I'll be honest right now, why am I seeming a little in between? You can hear some indecision in my voice. Like, the lifer doesn't seem to, because it's Monday morning and it's false move Monday. And I wouldn't be surprised if we got moved up, moved down, and just went all over the board. We tend to play games here. It happens a lot, so just be careful. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Baby, the most motivational show, and I believe in all of YouTube. In any single genre, I don't care whether it's working out, finance, spirituality, this show is here to boost you up, get you going. I may have gotten here with cryptocurrency. I may have figured it out through finance, but I believe it's all connected. And if you want to change your life, I woke up this morning, worked out, did the push-ups, right? Did the running man, got my blood going. You know, it wasn't the hardest workout I've done in a while. I cut it off a little early. I didn't feel amazing. It was my first workout in 2 weeks. And when I went to Miami, I should have worked out, but I was running around so much with my buddy. I was up at 6, 7 a.m., getting the show done. Next thing you know, we grabbed food. Next thing you know, we were out on, hitting the summits, meeting all the people, going to Web3. Then we came back, would change clothes, go to another event, go out to dinner, do this, do that. Next thing you know, it was back. Then I had to do the show again sometimes, stay in tune, make sure I still found coins. And so, for whatever reason, I didn't work out those 4 days, which I usually do. But I was in Miami. Right? And then I got sick as a dog for 4 days straight this week. Boom. And now we're back to another week on Monday. I can't believe how fast the week went. I was just sick on Monday. It's been a week now. I recovered. It took a week. And I'm still not 100%. Like, there's still, my head's a little airy. There's still a few things holding me back. But, man, I am 1,000 times better than I was before. So Bitcoin on the short. Now, the shorts will follow this. So what you want to do is you want to make a list of all the shorts so you can just look at them quickly and not have to deal with it. And I did that. 3S shorts. I taught it. I made a video about it in my trading group. If you need to know, join the trading group. So we can look at all the shorts right now. And like, look, Doge short right here. Bit of a flag, right, on the 1 hour time frame. So the Doge short says it could pump, right? And if the Bitcoin short's 8%, usually get maybe 12, 20, 20% out of the Doge short. Axie short in a bit of a flag. You can see everything is somewhat in a flag here. Okay, and this is just what we see happening. EOS in a bit of a short flag. BNB actually spiked up. That one's a little, that one already did its thing, right? So that one's ahead of the game. Jasmine, the flag doesn't look as good. Mana's in the flag. So you can see this flag that's just moving through all of these coins. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed, right? But you're seeing every short's in a flag on the 1 hour time frame. So some are a little better, some are a little cuter, a little neater. Link 3S. Solana 3S, but basically every coin in the game, every large cap following Bitcoin in a bit of a short. You can see how Bitcoin controls the narrative. Bitcoin says it's going to do something. Every single large cap is going to do something. That's why it's funny. I'll go over Bitcoin, and then someone will pop in on the show, and they'll be like, hey, can you go over Polkadot? And I'll be like, looks just like that. And then someone will be like, hey, can you go over Chainlink? And I'm like, and then I'll be like, can't you guys see that I already went over it when I went over Bitcoin? It's funny. Or people be, it's all in there. I kind of see this shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there forming too as well. Honestly, with the hype with Link opened up staking, and I believe it was going to pump Link a little more in December than it did. And you got a little excitement, and I believe we're just going to make that bearish divergence now. Just waiting on some bearish divvy, quick little pump, lackluster pump. Remember, the 4 hours not in our favor in almost all of these, telling us that the move was already made. Like, this was the move. Smart money should be taking profits in the 4 hour time frame already, right? But there could be one last little hors d'oeuvre to eat at the end of the stick, all right? But look at trading like eating a large skewer, right? And look, when the trade towards the end, yeah, there may be a piece of meat at the end, but it's like you already, like a lot of the big boys already ate their skewer, man, So I just want to, that's a cool little metaphor, something to think about to keep you going, keep you hungry, keep you excited. Thank you so much for jumping on in with the Lifer. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, you can go down to Barnes & Noble's, check out Crypto Magazine, and read my life story. I wrote an article with my team. It was nicely placed in this magazine. If I could find it, which I think I can in good time. It's next to no other than the KuCoin, which is green, and the green screen doesn't let it come out. But check it out. This is an amazing article. I guess the green screen and the blue is a little greeny. But check this article out. Read it. My life story inside of Crypto Magazine. Check it at Barnes & Noble's, 19 countries around the world. I'd greatly appreciate it if you read that story. I do want to do a reading of it one day, just like I'll read it and then we'll record it or do something with it. But I break down in tears almost every time I read it because it's my real life story, and I can remember struggling, and I can remember being in places on my way to, trying to change my life. No, changing my life, not trying. Shout out to the 509 people, 282 likes. We got 220 people that just like holding that like button. Don't worry, if you hit the like button, we have splints and we have little mini ice packs, because I understand you're coming down, right? You're about to hit that like button and you just like, I don't know what happened. You just, when you get that little, you get that, you sprain your finger on your way down, just like you sprain your ankle. Don't worry. Risk-free. You could call our hotline. We have tiny little ice packs and finger splints waiting in tow. So if you hurt your finger on the way down, don't worry. We got you. Risk-free. Risk-free. Hit that like button. You'll be all right. All right. And Brett Mohar is also trained in CPR, so you'll be all right. Look like the sidelines might be the move for now. Dude, I don't overtrade Monday morning into Monday afternoon. Sunday into Monday is usually just the worst 2 days to trade. If I see a trade that's looking beautiful, I take it. Okay? Also, a lot of times you do jettison up to the 4 hour, to the 200 simple in the 4 hour time frame. Could be some more gasolina in here. So, honestly, the only really thing to swing right now is to swing shorts in the 1 hour time frame. That's it. That's the probability right now. I'm giving you exactly what the market's giving us. There's nothing else. Like, that's what I see the market giving us. And there's some little small cap gems we can talk about. Make sure you're going to Sandwich Finance, sandwich.finance every day, every other day, every few days, downloading the USDT markets, the BTC markets, the ETH markets, implementing them and importing them into your TradingView as soon as humanly possible, because they're going to give you what's going on. They're going to let you see what's happening in the market. I don't know what's up. See, it's a brand new haircut. It was looking great until I shaved, and now it seems different than it used to. Now I'm getting my hair dry. You know what it is? I got to actually use gel with my new haircut. It's kind of crazy, and I'm not used to it. I don't do foaming gel, any of that weird stuff. Anyway, sorry about the hair. I'm going to work on it. Sorry about the hair and the beard. The beard will be back soon, though. The beard will be back soon. Did your finger stick to the like button, Skitty? It happens. Shout out to Skitty. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Kevin Thompson. Just broke my finger hitting the like button. Lawsuit in progress. Oh, you have to who you're going to sue though, right? Is the mouse company, man. I don't own that mouse. That ain't on me, man. That's on you, bro. Looking good, Sammy. Don't worry. Shout out to Meluel. Thank you for jumping on in. YouTube. So again, I know what list to look at. I just went through 50 shorts. They all look exactly the same. They spurted up overnight, and they're in flags. They kind of seem like they're in M patterns too, though. Like sideways M's that just don't want to do much. And there's Bitcoin in the short. And so right now, watching this Bitcoin short flag. Likely to play out. There's a 68% chance this breaks to the upside. You're getting the 21 cross, the 200. 50 would come soon. You're above a high volume node. You're likely to come up to the next high volume node. So it says about 5 to 10% possibly coming out of the Bitcoin short. And so if I had to do anything, it would be short Bitcoin in the 1 hour time frame. There would really be nothing else for me to do today. That's what we're looking at. Also, you have to remember we have Fed meeting and Fed data coming out. So nobody's going to do anything too crazy today too. Everyone, this is in a waiting where if you haven't noticed now, every time we have the Fed meeting, it's a waiting period. It's a time where people get ready and say, okay, well, what's going to happen? What do we have to get focused on? And we have to kind of take a step back and watch. And I noticed that young traders, all they want to do is trade. They're like young kids in a sandbox. All they want to do is play with the sand. And when I'm almost like, and it's sad because they join my trading group and they're like, okay, I joined the trading group. I paid the $99. Like, let's go. woo! And I'm like, let's kind of wait, let's wait a day or two and let's watch the market. And you know, you gotta take a step back from trading and realize it's not a casino every single day. It's a probability formation concept. Like, you're using probability in your life, and you want to use it when the probability is the best. You don't need to use the market every day. You use the market when the market is giving you the best probabilities. What you need to do is understand what the best probabilities are. That takes years. That takes time. That's not going to come like this. That's not going to come overnight. You're not just going to be like, oh, boom, I know exactly what to do now. Market looks absolutely wonderful today. No, identifying a good market, identifying a bad market, identifying a good short, a good long, high probability plays. Like the FTT token short was a high probability play, right? Guy comes out and says, hey, I'm going to start selling off my FTTs. You think I probably should start opening up a short. You know what I mean? Like, CZ gave us the code, like he put the tweet out. You start opening a short the second he tweeted, you'd be getting so paid on FTT. Like, some things some things aren't that complex. They're more obvious than you realize. The market can pay you some little perks. There's perks being in the market. There's some things that you would never have recognized before, but you recognize now, and they're so much easier to recognize because you spent the time in the market. And that's every industry in life. Eventually, you will get something out of being in that industry more than most people. And that's why there's niches, and that's why people gain edge on a niche, because they're so deep in that niche. Right? If you know about man's belts, man's watches, these are niches that people make a living off of, right? One thing that they get very good at. They understand all the quality, all the ins and outs. That's how you become successful in life. Everyone wants to become successful. Everyone wants to become a multimillionaire. Everyone wants to change their lives. It's very simple. Find something you really, really love that you know you could do without getting paid for. Begin to do it without getting paid for it. Continue to get better at it. Continue to get better at it. Eventually find a way to get paid for it. Whether you make your own job, make your own thing, YouTube, wherever it is. And the fact that we have YouTube now, nobody should actually be broke in this world right now. You can create your own job, your own niche, and create your own community with the internet these days. You could do so much. As much as we do feel like we're being oppressed, as much as all the Twitter files coming out, all the things going on, right, these days, right? We still live in the best country in the world, America. And we still live in a world that has amazing emerging technology that did not have these options for other people years ago. These options just did not exist years ago. They just did not. Okay. So again, possible idea of an inverted head and shoulder here for the short. Possible flag for Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. And that's where I stand. Really not much else to talk about. Let's take a look at total market cap. I was screaming from the hills about 800 billion and how we must hold $800 billion. Super, super important. Seemed to me like we're making a bit of a flag here, a bearish flag, bearish rectangle that will want to include itself to the downside here. Length of the pole and sayonara. And we lost this trend line clear as day. Now, Bitcoin, you could try to fake that it was still in the trend. You can't fake that the total market cap's still in the trend line, because if you would have to break the trend line all the way out here, and it's just not happening. Like, that does not fit the narrative of tightness. The narrative of tightness. Sounds good, huh? I should write a book. I am writing a book. No, so I've been writing a book for years. I've had thoughts I'm going to write numerous books about my life. Ever since I was like 25, I'm like, I'm going to be an author. I'm going to write a bunch of books about my life. I don't know why. I lived a crazy life, and I believe it's interesting, and you can learn a lot from it. I still learn a lot from my crazy life. But look, the 1 hour time frame is extremely overbought. Does want to come back to the downside. Okay? And same thing here. And I've talked about how we cannot lose 800 billion. We did. Fell down to the on to our next level, 792, which we're getting close to. And then we break that. We're jettisoning all the way back down to $783 billion. Right now, the 1 hour says we're about to shed some billions in the market. And we did lose 800 billion. Now, the way this changes is we somehow get a short squeeze. We crawl back up. We get above this point of control at 808 billion. We get back inside the pattern and we break back out. Things were looking good here in this flag. This flag had some love, but, didn't play out. 1 hour time frame didn't give us the move. Just like this 1 hour time frame may not give us the dump. we are being protected somewhat by that 4-hour oversold region, and we could get a bounce. So that's why it's important we watch the 1-hour time frame, because we know nothing but the fact in our own ignorance. I can come out here and tell you, oh yeah, price is going to drop for sure. I mean, highly likely it does, but there's no guarantees of anything. The second you become a more pro trader, you look yourself in the mirror and you say, I have no guarantees that any of this is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is, is what, there's no guarantees this is going to happen exactly. All I have is my probabilities. All I have is my probabilities. My probabilities. My probabilities, right? There's nothing left. All right. Let's get into some teaching. Let's talk about some things that we do here. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. And we're going to take a look at it and we're going to compare it to Tether dominance. And we're going to be juxtaposing them together. And I'm going to give you a little bit of insight here that can change the way you look at the markets. Shedding that Boston accent, the markets, the way we look at the markets. When you grew up saying the markets. Hey, Ma, where are we going to the market? Harry, I took care of it. Because they were from Connecticut, if you remember correctly, right? Yeah. Interesting. Now, I get the black screen. Do you see the black screen? Lifer, you're at such a high level. Have you considered a media PR coach to level up? Again, P.S. I'm not a coach. Literally just asking. No, I mean, I have people like that too. We work on speech pattern. We work on all sorts of stuff. But honestly, I already had coaches like that my whole life. I was in TV, or not TV, but I was in film and television, right? And I was around all these type of coaches and speech coaches and all this stuff. I mean, I don't think I need one, to be honest. But I mean, you never know. You never know. Space is left for tomorrow's course. Everyone, I teach class tomorrow. Space is still left in class. All right, we try not to teach too many people, but space is still left in class. Lifer Vision trading course. Jump on in. Lifer Vision trading course. I'm also on ATB every single Thursday. Every single Thursday. I had some technical difficulties last week, but every single Thursday on ATB at 5 p.m. Catch me on there. We're moving to our own channel. Want to promote that as much as possible. Get that out there. I have my own crew editing stuff, and too, we do spend so much of our own money promoting ATB because we love ATB so much. We believe it could change the world. I love collaborating with all the other YouTubers throughout the world. It's amazing. So much fun. But I have Lifer Vision trading course, right? A 2-hour course. Check that out. That course is every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30, and I teach it live. You get to hang out with me live, baby. And I absolutely love it. Spots are filling up, but there's still a few spaces to get into class. It's $60 if you join the trading group, $100 if you do not. We did an amazing Black Friday cyber deal that made it extremely accessible. So happy a bunch of people took it on. It's also the last Saturday of every month. I also teach the class the last Saturday of every month. Thank you so much for saying that. So if you need help, if you see what I'm doing with the course, if you see what I'm doing with the charts and you don't know what's going on and you want more, we got more for you. So we got more. And then you can join my trading group and really go all the way in, where there's just so much for you at any moment in time. Okay. CNC Ireland, man, thank you so much. When you join the Lifer 99, you get the course for $60. We take a 40% discount because we see that you want to join the group and you want to be a part of the group. If you're more knowledgeable, you're going to help the group even better. And so that's the kind of knowledge, that's the kind of person we want in the group. And so we realize the mission that we're on. The more people that are educated, the more people learn. The mission I'm on is to teach, right? And to help you change your life. The more people are educated in my trading group, the more people can help you and are more resourceful. The more your actual monthly payment goes up in value, because every single time another 100 people join the group, we go from 800 to 1,000. That's another 100 more eyes on the market that see more setups, that more things that can happen. That's 100 more people willing to help. And then those people take the course, not all 100, but I bet 30, 50, 60, we get a good high percentage of them. 50 more people are educated, willing to help somebody else. So we form an educated, focused group of people. Other trading groups really don't demand that you take that course. I kind of really demand it. And so many people realize, you know what? I'm going to take the course. I get it. And it changes their life. And it changes my life. And together, we change other people's lives. Because I could die tomorrow. There's no guarantees that Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer, will be here exactly at 10 a.m. tomorrow. There's no guarantees. So we do what we can today to change the world so that it's a better place when we do pass away tomorrow. When we're finally leave our last light, our last energetic form, we want to know that we did everything we could that day to change the world. That's what this channel is about. That's what I do. That's what me running my mouth is every single day. I want to spread positivity and light through the world, right? By showing up every single day and staying positive. Couldn't believe I was so sick that I couldn't be myself. That took so much out of me because I love this show and I love doing what we do every day. It's more than crypto, everyone. Can you feel the energy? Can you feel the movement? Can you feel what we're doing here? And don't you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself? How could you not? How could you not? Hey, Sam, how can I join Lifer Vision course? I'm in the trading group. Very simple. Just hit up an admin or email my wife, cryptolifers@gmail.com, and they'll explain exactly what to do. You're the man, Sam. OC Benji, I love you, brother. Thank you for being here, man. Yeah, that was tough. It was tough. So we've identified the idea that the shorts are in play for the next, 8 to 12 hours. I don't see anything else. But can we get back above 800 billion? That would be beautiful. 799, we're playing with it. We're playing with it. Can we get the short squeeze back up out of this? Or are we just kind of going sideways for the lackluster dump? Looks more like we're going for the lackluster dump, if you ask my humble opinion. So this is the flag to watch, everybody. We break above this. We could jettison back inside the pattern. We get back inside the pattern, I'd be willing to open up a long. But not until then. Not until then. Not at all. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up. It's Crypto Lifer time. Remember that song? I love that. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up. It's bobsled time. And shout out to Adam Charles. Thank you for the love. Shout out to the Influencer Awards. And I kind of, I did piggyback in at the back end. I didn't get an Influencer Award, even though I live streamed every single day throughout 2022. But who else? I'm just the guy that live streamed every day. Hey. A lot of other people took a day off here and there. I wish I did, but I didn't. All right. I made it pretty hard on myself the last 365 days. Every time I went somewhere, I had to drag equipment with me. But I was dedicated to each. You know what it is? I love what we've created here. And I don't want to let it die. And I created it, so I got to keep it alive, baby, right? I'm the engine of the car, so I can't go nowhere. Shout out to John McAfee, man. It's crazy, man, the HODL Award. But this is amazing. And I'll have this forever. And look, I love how it has the Miami. He put this in for Decentral Miami. It has the palm trees. You got to love this thing. You got to love this thing. And we're going to build like a whole back thing that when I do interviews, we'll have like a nice little bookcase like every professional people do. And we'll put all the fun objects in the bookcase. This is definitely going to be in the bookcase. So we got some objects already ready to go to build the space up. I'm super excited about that. You should be too. We got so much coming at you in 2023. We're going to start the Lifer Cipher, which is going to be a show where I talk and discuss things with all people around the blockchain about many different things. So look out for that. We have many people that are willing to be on the show from all around the blockchain. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be amazing. So get excited for the Lifer Cipher. We're going to interview more people like we did with Ben recently. And I'm super, super excited about it. Actually, tomorrow, I got Smart Finance coming on. They have an Omnidex that lets you do multi-chain swaps all around the place. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to live stream till about 11:15. We're going to take a 10-minute break. Then I'm going to come up and set up a beautiful interview. And then I'm going to come back for an interview at about 11:30 to 12, where we're going to talk about Smart Finance and break it down. So that's looks like what's going to be the show tomorrow. Only reason is because it's hard for me to implement the Zoom setup because Zoom really eats the video feed, right? It connects the video feed and takes it. So unless I set up a side, maybe I can set up a side camera and do the Zoom feed, but it's just easier to go down and then come back up again on a live stream, have both streams built and just be ready for them at different times. So I think tomorrow that's what I'm going to be doing. The Lifer Cipher is coming to a city near you, baby. International show, the Lifer Cipher. I'm going to get down to deep dive in brass tacks. I'm going to interview devs. And the cool thing is here about this show is, unless we change our minds right now, I do affiliation with Bookmap. I do affiliation with Mex Global. Check out Mex Global, man. They got great coins that nobody really knows about. No one's paying attention. One coin I want to talk about is Kaspa, Kaspa, which is Kaz on Mex Global. And you can't, you won't access this coin anywhere else. And this thing is getting tighter and tighter in the zone. Look at it. is a bit of a descender. I give it, that's a descending triangle, which could fall to the downside. Flatter bottom with a top. Descending triangle. So I'd give it at least, the 1 hour does want to dump down. I wouldn't say to jump into this. Me personally, it doesn't look amazing. Holding the 0.5 fib, I'd like to come even lower. Almost looking more at something like this. Drop further down to the 0.5 and maybe even further somewhere down into the 0.618, into that golden pocket. But you won't be able to trade a coin with this low cap gem, with this amazing tech, anywhere else but Max Global. Sign up to Max Global, link in the description below. I'm telling you right now, Max Global will change your life. Great place to trade, great place to get some insight. Max Global. They also have 5 L tokens, 4 L tokens, 3 L tokens, and even 2 L tokens. I think it's the greatest. If you've never traded leverage in your life and you want to just start understanding what leverage is, how you can get like double back for the same type of trade. Like, I can make one trade and get 10%, but I can make that same trade and make 20%. Yes, a little more risk, but I could get a little more back. If I'm more confident about the probability, can I take that advantage? And so the easiest way to get started, it was the Max Global using a 2L token. 2L. So it's using 2x leverage. Very small amount of leverage. And again, I don't use leverage mainly. I use the 3L tokens. If I were to ever use leverage, it's no more than 5 to 10x leverage at the very most. And even then, I worry that beginners get a little caught up. But again, if you trade leverage, I have no problem with you at all. I just want to make that really clear. I want to make it clear to anyone watching my channel. If you trade leverage, there's people that trade leverage in my trading group all the day long. They're on the 1 minute trading leverage. They know. I am not someone that cares what everyone else does. Like, if you're good at it and it helps you out, go for it, baby. You know what I mean? I have no problems with anyone that promotes it. Do whatever you want. I do realize like that, anything is possible in this life, and people could use any situation or type of leverage in anything in life to get ahead, right? And so it is what it is. Like, I just want everyone to know I love you all. I mean no harm, and I just want everyone to stay loved and blessed in the space. What I want the most of the space is for us to become a family. All the YouTube channels, all of us together. I don't want to see bickering. I don't want to see fighting. I don't want to see people worried about each other. Like, we should be all family and friends, a number one unit. You know what I mean? And I'm going to make that clear every single day on my channel. I'm going to go out of my way to be more inclusive, to really bring it in. And you're going to see, as the Lifer Cypher continues to move, and you're going to see all the different people that come on my channel, you're going to realize how much I'm going to build a community by everybody here. Love you all. Bitcoin to 10K, possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. But I am watching KAS, which is Kaspa on Max Global. All right? Definitely something on my radar. Kaspa on Max Global. So remember, once you implement your BTC pairs and your USDT pairs, look at this though. MAKI swap, an oldie but goodie that we used to trade back in the day. Who would have thought it would have went up? It went up hundreds of percent today, then went back down, then went back up again. Unreal pump for MAKI swap. Always won. Always won. Vision getting a huge pump too. And again, at the end of the day, it was a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Simply put. Like Plutonians. Another coin we played on and off. Mama. Oh, she's so funny, man. Hive, Lackluster, High Doodle. And again, you're like, where's all the gains, Lifer, from last night? I don't overtrade Sunday night until Monday morning. Very rare you're going to see me wake up on Monday like, look at all the gains, baby. We made some gains. Let's see here in the gain section. I believe there's a gain or two in there from last night. Yeah, PSL, Lithium. I mean, last night was the gains. Sunday night, Lithium went up 104%, taking profits. Elon went up. Vi went up 145% yesterday. That should be swap. Isn't that just M swap or just swap? Kava swap, I think is swap. Yeah. Cream went up 18%. One Earth, we just nailed. One Earth was huge yesterday, putting a flag at 1210 on 1210. 1210 at 1210. I thought that was so interesting. December 10th at 1210. 1210 and 1210. Exactly when the post went out. And this thing would rip for 114%. One Earth was really the bigger gainer in the last 2-3 days for us to celebrate in my trading group, in my humble opinion. But Vi also did some damage. Just watching this Doge short, which looks likely to play out for 19%. But anything is possible. To me, that would be the only trade that I would really consider today or this afternoon into tonight. That's what I'm looking at. Hey, I've only put out hundreds and hundreds of trades that have played out over time throughout the last 2-3 years in front of millions of people. But hey, you never know, right? What do I know? I'm just a guy with a pocket square and a quick mouth. How much per month to join Sam Signals? $99 a month, baby. But we do a beautiful bear market discount right now, $270 for 3 months. $270 for 3 months, baby. $10 off a month. And if you pay for the year, give you an even better discount for the year. All right? Even better discount for the year, $9.99. But if you haggle with my wife, she's pretty sweet. You never know. We are a mom and pop shop. So, hey, I just gave you some alpha there, right? We did just do 777s for the year. We got about 30 people to sign up. They absolutely love it. So, and those are people that are already in the trading group that were like, you know what? I'm already paying. I love what I'm getting. I'd love to get it even cheaper. I'm going to take advantage of that. And, the fact that many people signed up, and I wish hundreds of people, but the fact that many people signed up told me that that many people are committed to the trading group too. And when you have that many people join for the year, and we have more than 30 people joining for the year, probably 200 to 300 in total of the whole group. And it's because people are committed. People are committed to changing other people's lives. They see what I do, and they want to be a part of it. It's more than just what they want to learn for themselves. They want to be a part of helping others. They want to be, you know what? I want to be a part of this. I want to do something with others. I want to be a part of something bigger than myself, and they join the trading group. People are inspired every single day in my group, and it changes their lives. Shout out to the 777s, baby. And it's been following me around everywhere. The 777s, man. The 777s. Like, look at the story of Lakochi Coker. He joined our trading group. Okay? True story. I'll tell the story. I don't mind telling it. He joined my trading group. He struggled. He had some ups and downs in life. Okay? But he stayed strong, right? He stayed in the group. He paid for 3 or 4 months. I think 1 month I might have helped him out, right? Because he was struggling. And he also said, he needed to get his setup ready. He needed to get a laptop. He needed to get 2 screens going. And he was still struggling. And, one person in my group connected with him, helped him a lot. They formed a good relationship in the trading library that I created, because I create this environment for people to really vibe and learn with each other. So people meet people in my group in ways that never would have met people in any other walks of life. Like, my group is a meeting space for walks of life that really want to help and love each other. It's a loving place in a world where there's just so much negativity. And so these 2 guys got together. Boom. Next thing you know, one of the dudes made a couple $100,000, was in a good mood. And he sends Lakochi $500. So he sends me $500 and says, can you send it to Lakochi to buy his laptop and his monitors? And I'm like, next thing you know, Lakochi's all set up with a beautiful trade setup. And this is the type of stuff that I watch in my trading group. This is the things that I observe because of the beautiful space that I created during a bear market. People helping people. People changing each other's lives, right? Desire, dedication, discipline, and determination. You have the desire to change your life. You have the dedication to stick to something that you have to be dedicated to. Then you have the discipline to do it. Your right leg hurts. Your back hurts. Your hand hurts. You still do it no matter what. You discipline yourself to get it done. You get it done. And then you have the determination to keep it moving every single day. It does not stop. You stay determined. The 4 Ds, baby. And I use these 4 Ds to change my life. You can use them to change your life. Then we talk about the working out, drinking the lemon water. If you're depressed, you're not in a good mood. Most people say, I want to join a trading group, but I just, I'm not feeling good about myself. And I've just been negative, and I've been in a dark spot, and I've been drinking, and I've been going on. And we say, okay, you got to put down the booze. You got to put down, and maybe you have to do it professionally, because I don't want to tell, you never know. That can get very, very medical with booze and stuff like that. But you definitely got to do whatever's distracting you from your life, whatever's taking you away from your dreams. You got to write down what your dreams are right off. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be a homeopathic doctor. I want to be I want to be a truck driver, but then I want to eventually own 10 truck routes and have guys working for me. I want to be a plumber, but eventually I want to have 10 plumbers working for me, and I want to outsource this much and this. I want to do this, but I want to. So you start with the skill first, and you do it yourself. You got to work for someone. I interned before. I've been an intern at many places, working for free just to get the knowledge. I've done it many times, 3 to 4 internships in my life. I'd still internship if I had to, I got a motorcycle 5-6 years ago. The guy offered me to work for him. I did it. I did it for about a year and a half, just to learn how to fix a motorcycle in case I was out on my own. Most people, I was making $110,000 a year. I went to his shop for 3 hours a day for $9. The dude thought I was broke. He had no idea what my life was like. They couldn't figure out what the hell I was doing there. Most people would never have done that. But I wanted to know how to fix motorcycles. I didn't want to be left out on my own. I figured the knowledge is more important than all the other things that people thought about me. I didn't care, right? So I sat there working in TV for 110 grand a year, and then in a night shift by that when I'd start at 7 and I'd end up 3 in the morning, and I'd wake up every day and I'd go to this guy's place from 11 to 3, and I'd work 4 hours in the motorcycle shop. And I just did this. This wasn't that long ago when I did this. I bought my motorcycle, 10 years ago now, it seems. That's crazy. My daughter's 8.5. I'm blown away. Time is going to go by more than you know. The halving for Bitcoin is going to be here. Everything is going to change. Remember, these day-to-day things, they matter, but having a big outlook, having a zoomed out outlook, that is the big picture. I'm stacking Matic. I believe Matic's going to be a $4 or $5 coin. Come on. So I'm going to be able to 5x my money, 10x my money, if I can buy in at the right times and hold for 4 to 5 years. But I must be patient. It takes patience. It takes planning. Everyone wants the money without patience and planning. It doesn't happen. No multi-billionaire, no really, truly successful person that made it with the way you want to make it. Didn't just gonna hit the lottery or get given some money somehow. And honestly, it doesn't really work. Even people that make it like that, they eventually lose it like that. There's really no self-made billionaire that doesn't have patience, these skills. You know what I mean? These ideas, in my humble opinion. Everyone says, oh no, it's all demons at the top. And yes, there are people that came in from family. But that power structure is slowly getting devoured. And it's only a matter of time till the good shall inherit the earth. And I believe that too. Sol is going to be a $4 to $5 coin too. Yeah. Going to join the group. Lifer, want to change my life, man. Hey, jump on in, dude. And what do you have to lose? 99 bucks one time in your life. If you feel you didn't get enough out of me, you go on your merry way. You spent 99 bucks. You spent $3 a day. I guarantee, even if you feel the group isn't for you, there's no way you don't get $99 worth of value. If you spend a few hours in my group every day, there's no way. I built this place up for value. I created value out of this place. My learning library is full of value. I have stashed so much stuff. I've done free courses, free Fibonacci courses in here, free support and resistance courses, free 3 commas trading, 3 ideas of how to trade a retest. So much of my life I put in how to watch liquidity and play with the order book. If you want to know how to use Bookmap, my top 5 exchange-based tokens, just so much of my checklist before I get inside of any single trade, a 9-point checklist, so much information waiting for you. And then people that I've tutored that are super smart. Stochastics Masterclass, breaking it down for you in ways you just would not believe. All right? There's just so much here. There's numerous teachers, more than me. I've brought in so many people that are here to teach you. Look, the making of a trade, a deep dive on process and mindset. The making of a trade, a deep dive on process and mindset. This doesn't get any better than this. From the beginning of the trade to how I saw the trade, to how I executed the trade, to every single way in which the trade was made, from beginning to end, with my special sauce and how I see it. And I've been part of trading groups. I've watched all the YouTubers. I did it all for years. I never got any of this information. I really didn't. I didn't. Not without having to pay for the $2,000 course or just fork over so much more money. And even then, I didn't know. This, all you have to do, and honestly, what I love about my trading group is you can join the server for free. The gains and gains, the testimonials, the free guides, and you can see the kind of stuff you would get had you decided to pay. I give you the free value first. I step up first and show up every day with the free value, providing value. You decide whether you want to continue that value or not. And honestly, the free value should get you going so good, should get your adrenaline just running, should get you so dang excited that you just can't wait to get more value. You're ready for the next move. All right? And then you come to the channel every day and you watch the flags play out and you watch the ideas and you watch the things that we talk about over and over and over again, and you see the results, right? You see that we talked about One Earth on the channel live, right? You see that we went over Axie short the other day live. You can see the things that I talk about every single day without fail, and then you can determine whether they work. It's up to you. It's all here. I am the most transparent person in all of YouTube, in my humble opinion. I live my whole life out here. Sick, up, down, left, right. You see everything that I'm going through. And I stay true to each and every one of you because you guys keep me true to myself. This community has created something amazing. It's internet reality TV show mixed with finances, mixed with life-changing you know? And my story was just like yours. Funny, I was just like you. Remember the rap song? I was looking at YouTube, watching videos, thinking there's got to be a way to change my life. There's got to be a way to get out of this. What can I do? How can life be different than it used to be? Right? And eventually I realized, I'm going to have to make a big change. And it's going to hurt. I'm going to have to go over something that's not going to feel easy. It's not going to be comfortable. But I'm going to have to do it to change my life. If I want to make a change, if I want to see something different, I'm going to have to cross that river to get to the other side. I'm going to get wet. I'm going to have to go through the current to get to the other side. There's no way I'm getting over there without going through that river, baby. And if you don't know what I mean, I think you know what I mean, right? I know. I'm pretty sure you all know what I mean. That river of life, whatever is holding you back, whatever's in between you and that next lesson, that next move. Look how much this looks just like the shorts. It's in that same flag, probably overbought on the 4-hour time frame. It is. Beautiful sign that we could come back down. However, we did breach the trend line. So we're looking at tether dominance. This also suggests that today we'll get a little bit of a rally. Ooh, I moved it. You can move those up or down. We get a little bit of a rally. Then I X'd it out for whatever reason. So when we look at the oversold stochastics RSI, suggesting that tether dominance does want to make one last little push to the upside. Shout out to Team Underground, man. Love that dude. We get all the way head up to 8.33. All right. And hopefully make some bearish divvy and then begin to come on down and get rejected by these resistance areas here. But it is looking like we're going to see a little bit of a move up. And look, Bitcoin dominance is going to take a little bit of a move down. Bitcoin dominance did pump recently, like we talked about, out of that flag to the upside. That's quite amazing. And Bitcoin got that little pump. Was it like Friday night, right? And a little, and Saturday was okay. And then basically lackluster on Sunday. And here we are on Monday morning. I kind of dread Monday. I don't dread it. I don't live in fear, but it's the one day where I'm just like, So this is starting to form a bit of a descender triangle. Broke up, broke back in. Boom, 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 boom. You can see how we're respecting this trend line. And if Bitcoin decides to take a dump and people sell out of their Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin dominance is going to take a tumble. All right. Now, this is the 22-hour time frame, which does suggest we're a little overbought. We look at the 22-hour time frame here. And okay, what I like about it is it's pumping, but it's a little higher than it needs to be, which tells me that we may get a pump, but not that amazing. We are attempting to breach trend. Could we say we're still in the trend? Technically, we're still slightly trying to get rejected by this trend line. Not above it yet. I'm okay with that, considering these are two pretty high levels that we have to use as our trend line. Kind of a descender too. So do we come up, lackluster, boom, and then this starts to drop down to the 200 simple. So not huge signs that the tether dominance is going to kind of spank us too hard. And that 4-hour also waning for the dump too, like we're talking about on, we had a high 4-hour on dominance. We have a high 4-hour on the DXY. These should the US tether dominance and the DXY should be pretty correlated. They're not going to be exact, but they should be pretty correlated. Like if you see an overbought 4-hour on the DXY, you should be an overbought. See, they should look somewhat similar in their momentum. Their charts don't have to be identical, but the momentum should be similar. All right, check it out. Hi, Lifers. What do y'all think of Band? We'll take a look at Band. I've been watching it closely. I liked it. Let's see if it's changed. This channel is going to blow up during the bull run. It's doing really good during the doldrums. Doing pretty good during the doldrums. Hey, man. Shout out to Mountain Man. We doubled up. We doubled up this year. I started this year at 17,000. And, about 16, yeah. And, yeah, we grew pretty fast. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want it faster. But at the same time, the slow and steady growth is the growth that you really feel, And if you get fast growth, you get accustomed to it. Like if I got 5,000 subscribers tomorrow, And then for the next few days, I'm like, where's my 5,000? It's like you get accustomed to things pretty fast. The human condition. Some guy showed up, rang your doorbell tomorrow, and handed you a $500. And just said, yeah, I just want to hand you that. And you're like, oh, that's cool, man. The next morning, you wake up and you look out the window like, now if the doorbell rang again, he handed you another $500. You'd be like, wow. By the 5th day, you'd begin to expect that dude handing you the $500. And on the 5th day, when he doesn't show up, and then the 2nd day after that, and the 3rd day, and after 5 days of him not, you'd be like, well, it's over. You'd be like, okay. But you'd be like, man, that was nice getting that $500 every morning, you know? So we get accustomed to things pretty fast. You know, that's just kind of the human condition. It is what it is. It is what it is. Rain Man Spaghetti, best channel on the planet, my man. May God bless you and yours. Good morning, Sam. Happy to see you are feeling better. I'm feeling absolutely amazing. Oh, better is not the term. I feel like I could just crush it and just go exactly where I need to go in life. I feel absolutely amazing. I haven't felt this good in a long time. Honestly, you got to feel that bad to feel this good. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we looked at Bitcoin dominance. We looked at Tether dominance. Both looking like could struggle a little bit, which tells me the altcoins may get some movement. And that brings me to ETH BTC, all right, on the 22-hour. And that actually looks like it's about to jam. ETH looks like it wants to make a move against Bitcoin. And I haven't seen enough people talking about it right now. But look, even ETH is in a bit of a, I'd say it's a bull pennant more than a symmetrical triangle, right? And look at that. Tight, getting tight, pushing up on the 22-hour time frame, lack of bearish momentum. Ooh, ETH BTC for a little bit of a gain. One Bitcoin earns you 14%. Not too shabby, huh? Not too bad, right? So, everyone, if you don't have a hardware wallet, please use the link right here just posted to get yourself a TREZOR Touch. They're amazing. I absolutely love my TREZOR Touch. They're awesome. They work great. They were like what, 189. Now they're back to 219. Wow, 213 just went up to 219. How did you just do that 6 months? But they're now 220 for a TREZOR Model T. I love the TREZOR. I love the touch aspect. Any ERC20 token, a bunch of different coins. Has all sorts of coins. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USDC, of course, Binance, BUSD they got. It's really cool that they're really implementing a lot of the stables too. Dogecoin, Cardano, they got tradable in the suite, buy and swap. And they actually upgraded from that. My old one didn't have Cardano. I had to go get ADA Lite. It was a pain in the butt. Actually, I kind of want to move my Cardano where it needs to go. You got Polkadot, Lido, Litecoin, Shiba Inu, okay? My Ether wallet, which is a connection. You can do it through my Ether wallet. Avalanche through my Ether wallet as well. Exodus, accountable for Stellar Lumens, Monero. There's ways to do it. I did this, my Monero, through Ledger, and I did the CLG, the GUI. I downloaded the Monero GUI. I have an issue now. I have Monero locked up. I think I have about 20 Moneros that I can't access, right? But look, I mean, Chili's, look at, they got them. You can connect to my Ether wallet, and then you can connect with your wallet that way too as well, which works, okay? Which is still working great. But most of them are tradable in suite. All right. You could buy, sell, and swap, I believe, inside of your little suite too, your TREZOR suite, which is really nice. Privacy, security, company. But I love TREZOR. I've been using TREZOR for a long time now. I have so many good things to say about them. I absolutely love using TREZOR every single day. So shout out to TREZOR. Shout out to the whole team over there. Thank you for keeping my coin secure this long. From my first Model T that I ever got to my 2 TREZOR Touches. I own 3 TREZOR wallets. I own like over 20 different hardware wallets. Yeah, I have all different types. I'm looking at that Arculus now, that 3-way 2FA. I think that's going to be my next big boy, the Arculus. But yeah, let's take a look at our baby TWT. We were looking at this in this like rising wedge. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time. Look like you could get a move, but bang, look at that. Stopped out for a tiny, 14%. Barely even hit the stop. You could say we get stopped? Yeah, very close, right? But that's also a very, very high-risk trade when you go up on that move. But we were oversold in the 4-hour time frame. There was a chance that was going to get a bit of a move, but it double-topped, lackluster, and Bitcoin too. When Bitcoin kind of shakes up the zone, that's what happens. Bigger trade still in play, though, that we made here. This trade is still beautifully in play. Really, no reason to close the trade technically. It could actually still continue. And I personally swing. I'm in and out. I don't like to be in the trade more than 14 hours personally. You know, once I'm up to the 14-hour limit, it's kind of, you know, and where did I get that time frame? Well, I started just kind of timing my trades out a little bit, and I saw once I got to that level, it got a little antsy for me. That's where my ability to handle time. Now, if I really look at something, I'm like, I'm ready to swing this for 3 to 4 months. That's a different story. But if I get into something willing for payday, you know, willing to make some gains in the next day or two, that's what I'm going to be looking at. And yeah, after 14 hours, trade's starting to lose its luster for me. I'm like starting to be like, it's like when you wait. Have you ever waited for your food at a restaurant so long you weren't hungry anymore? Kind of similar to that. Like, I don't even care about the gain anymore. I just stopped caring. You know, the hunt is over for me at that point. Like I said, unless I've really long-term gamed it out, and I'm okay with that, right? So I mean, this has to reset on the daily time frame. Clear as day. It is a rising wedge. It could go sideways. We could even see something bigger that we're not really ready yet. We don't know. But right now, this is what we see. We have to go with what we see. It does have a measured move to the upside if it could handle the bottom trend line. Possible. And we take a look at our 4-hour time frame. That's still pushing to the downside, though. And you have a rejection for TBT at 270. Shout out to, I mean, we did trade it beautifully, though. And it was going to have to get a pullback, right? After we took it for so many gains, it was going to have to pull back. So, beautiful move for TWT. I appreciate that anyone that took it for gains with me. Hello? Yep. What did you say? Oh, it went absolutely great. They were so nice. Yeah. Yeah, 2 very nice gentlemen. Very nice guys. Super awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I love small business. God bless you. Okay. That's how you know I really did get a dishwasher delivered today. I don't make this stuff up. All right? You guys want to see it? You want to see it? I'll show me opening it up in the box, right? That's another thing. I share a lot of videos on social media, but sometimes I share just videos with my Discord. Like a sunset, or I'm out in my backyard just meditating. And so my Discord, you also get a little bit behind the scenes of my life, you know? Some people, I'll be honest, don't even trade. They're just like obsessed with the lifer, and they love the lifer, and they just want more access. Like it's more of like it's like a locals thing for Rumble, you know? It's like a little behind the scene thing. Some people do that, you know what I mean? Some people think it's still worth the 99. They love it, you know? Other people, I even had a man I interviewed one day, and he's like, listen, I don't even trade. I just love watching you, man. Your attitude is so positive. He's like, and I love sending $99 your way every month because, you know, I'm older. I did my life. I'm in my 60s. But if I can help you, you know, run your group and go your way. And so, like, I got people that just support my YouTube just to support, man. Like, they say, you know what? I'm behind you, Lifer. I'm behind you. Like, they've paid for a session. I've gotten ready to teach them, and they listen, like, I don't even want to learn. I just love what you're doing. Like, that's happened to me. So, like, I paid $99 for an hour to hang out with you, or just to tell you how much I appreciate you. And shout out to everyone that's done that. It's happened more than once in my life. And shout out to Dustin Calva, man. I love you, Dustin. Like, when I was really beginning the channel, a lot of people reached out to me, and they're like, yo, we see what you're doing. We believe in you. We're here for you. We know you're going to be able to change the world, you know. Special moment in time and special days. Really special times. Promised myself I wouldn't cry. Yeah, but you know, I do shed tears on this channel because this channel is my life. And I live my life on this channel. 2 hours of my life every day are here with each and every one of you. You know, and I'm only awake 16. It's an eighth of my whole day that I spend with each and every one of you. And some days I'm on around the blockchain. Some days I do my own thing, right? And there's even more time. And I wouldn't do anything else with my life. I'm so excited for what's going to happen. I'm so excited for the beginning stages of crypto as we begin to move. I'm so excited for where Bitcoin's going to go and what it's going to do for the rest of the world. Unbanking the unbanked. helping people create transactions, financial transactions around the world that would never have the ability to, because the banking system would never let them in. So we're so blessed to be part of this industry right now. We're so blessed to be here at this early stages. And I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but right here, right now, at this present moment with each and every one of you. So thank you. Thank you for my life. And thank you for your life. And thank you for all of us coming together every single day. It's a blessing. So again, I mean, like I said before, if I were to trade anything today, it would be a short. You know, lackluster on the rest of the market. ETH BTC looks pretty good though. Well, let's take a look at some BTC pairs. So we got Ocean up 10%, 6%. Not a lot going on right now. Peel, Zeke. The Energy Web tokens actually, you know, if you look at it, pretty flat comparatively, right? You're like, why did you exit those points? And how do you know how to do that? And it's like, well, over time, you can start figuring out trajectory. And like patterns are patterns. Atom BTC looked interesting there. Looked like it could break out. Just projecting the theories, right? But look here. Now you see that you're in this flag on the 22. And you got a cup and handle there. That's a bigger chart too, like this. I believe Atom has a beautiful use case. It's not going anywhere. It's eventually going to become an interoperable hub, which it is, in between multiple blockchains. That's what Atom does. Atom helps blockchains basically plug into each other and actually begin to work on a real world basis. Atom has some of its own fundamentals that no other coin has. Atom is amazing. Atom will change your mind if you really deep dive it and get into it. I hold Atom long term, and there's a reason for it. Lackluster compared to what it did. You know what happened in the last run? All the crap coins are things that no one had to research blew up. But the things that actually you had to actually be pretty understand a lot to figure out the tech behind it, they kind of like maybe did a 10x, but they didn't do a 30x or 50x. They kind of went to the wayside. Band was one of them. Atom was one of them. And we'll take a look at Band for you. I know you guys asked for the super chat. We'll get back into those in a second. But this is just, you know, Atom. Atom BTC, baby. It's a strong coin. It's a very, very strong coin in the game. You know, Atom BTC. Just something that's on my radar right now for a possible gain. Not saying guaranteed, but just something I'm starting to watch. Starting to watch a little bit. Funny, Monero BTC has been ripping. There's Vulcan Forge PYR. Vulcan Forge. Pax G holding it down with the gold. Phantasma, which is Soul. Ave Den. Everything kind of struggling a little bit with Bitcoin. So I'm not seeing huge, you know, it's not amazing. Today, the market doesn't look it doesn't look amazing. I'll be honest. Not going to lie. Let's fake it and make it look awesome. Just because I run a trading group and I want people to love it. No, I can't do that. It's not how it works. I got to tell you the facts. And the facts are today stinks. You know, looking at one short on the 1 hour, you know, and everything else looks pretty weird to me. Wanted to look at that short list. Well, look at the short list one more time now. And this is really what I'm staring at. And this doesn't even look like it's that amazing either. Sideways behavior. But if anything's going to break out, this has the most probability. A Doge 3S, an Axie 3S, a BNB 3S. BNB actually is a little out of the picture. It kind of will front run the rest of the market. This Litecoin 3S looks nice to me. It's in a nice, it's in a decent flag. It's got a pretty good pause. You know, and I'm not saying it's amazing. I like to find the trade that at least won't lose, even if it only makes 1 or 2%. I want to find the trade that just don't lose. Okay, that just doesn't lose, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And today, I saw the video that Ben put out about being swatted. I can only imagine if I wake up and there's SWAT teams coming into my house and I began to cry when I watched that video. I really did. I began to cry because I thought of my daughter, and he talked about his kids in the video, and it's so real to me. And I can never read something or go through something and not feel as if it really absolutely happened to me and get an essence of that feeling for even a split second. You can never be there for sure. You weren't there. But from the Lifers to the Bit Squad, I just want to let you know we love you. We support you. That story rocked me to the core, made me feel things I never thought I would feel. And, you know, I just want to let you know, man, stay strong. God has a plan for you like he has for each and every one of us. I truly believe that. And, yeah, I'm happy it went the way it did and it didn't go any worse because, yeah. And God bless you for handling it cool and keeping your calm and just, you know, and your wife seems like a solid soldier too. She's helping you through, but that's too much. That's too much. Everyone, I'm out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Let me jump into the super chats that I may have missed today because I was kind of doing other things. Can you check out a potential 15-minute One Earth scalp? Let's take a look at that. Remember, you have to type in E first because it won't do it. The Earth Fund. So he said, could you check out a possible scalp on the 15? Might be a little over by now, but I mean, I don't like the pattern. The pattern's not amazing, but you know, you kind of form in a descender, right? A descending triangle. It doesn't. I've still seen them break out, and the scalp also could be here too. Just this quick scalp. I mean, a scalp could be 1%, 2%. Could be 0.5%. Well, even just up to there is an 18% scalp. Look at that. Even just to the back at the top of the pattern. Quick 18% scalp. So yeah, I mean, there's a chance. I think it's a little oversold after all the, you know, everything it's been through. But I mean, wow, the 4 hours back low again. The 1 hour's back low again. This thing could continue. This really could continue in consolidation. Honestly, wow. Now you got me kind of believing in this a little more. It's high risk, high reward. Now, I've played the heck out of it for the last 4 or 5 days, and I took it when I thought it was like when it was really, like we pumped it, then I thought it was extended again and pumped again, you know? They pumped, I don't know, the price pumped, you know? So like I looked at it, you know, the whole point is I saw that it had gotten extended, right? The volume had come in so nicely, and at that point, it was like, man, how much more can this thing go, right? It is showing signs of life. That is a double top, though, and I feel like I'm fighting the sauce at this point. Only had I not traded this, I may go for it. But because I've already taken so much, you know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like you're at the roulette table and you hit, and then you're gonna stay for another hour when you've been hitting for hours. Like, it's probably time to walk away. And I put a lot of those kind of ideas when I trade. You know, if things have been going well for that long, I tend to step off the gas. I'm like, no, you know. So possibly 18%, possibly 49% gains coming, you know, out of One Earth. Yeah, there's a chance. The 1 hour and the 15-minute both say there's some movement here. 7-minute went high, really may have to reset again, but I get it. There's more gains than I realized possibly coming out of this. Look at that, 47% if it breaks out of that wedge for One Earth. We were trading DAPX. And again, I'm watching the market. I don't see anything amazing right now. I'm going to watch the market. Take advantage. Super chats. 15-minute on One Earth. We did that one. Someone asked about algo or something, didn't they? Dishwasher. Is it SPF? I thought it was mine going off. Shout out to the Lifers and all the blue crew. Hold on. Phone call. I want to get a line and start having people call in. I'm definitely want to do that. I want to have a line and have people call in, and we'll do call-in time. And be like, yo, this is Bobby all the way from Michigan. Bobby, what do you say? You know? Father Guru Sam, I've mixed feelings about Mask. Let's take a look at Mask. It looked good to me. It was tight in the channel. It was starting to make a move, but it keeps slipping. Keeps slipping. Look at that. Just keeps slipping. Sliding away, right? This is what I saw. I like to just delete everything and look at it again fresh. I mean, it's got a cup and handle going. Still got this trend line, which I'm cool with. And it's got the cup and Sammy, cup and Hattie to the upside. It's got a bit of the cup and handle action that we see here. All right. And, you know, also, too, when the market gets tough, I have to remind myself, like, I used to live stream to 3 people, 2 people. Like, there was nobody here. You know what I mean? Now, look, now we have 2,277 views already, baby. And we're just getting started. Shout out to everybody here on the live, baby. Let's go! Woo! Sorry. But so Mask, yeah, I mean, it's struggling right now. Let's take a look at it on the 22 on the daily. They look like oversold, beat to the ground, though. So it's taking its time. It's taking its time, you know, but that is a low. That's a high. That's a higher low. It holds that higher low. You must assume it's going to put in a higher high. We pull the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top here. And we can see that we've come back down around to the 0.5 area, 0.618, 0.65, 0.706. We could go lower. We could double bottom. There's a chance we lose, right? It's not amazing, but we're very oversold on all these bigger time frames. From the 8 hour to the 6 hour to the 4 hour to the 1 hour, except for the 1 hour. Sorry, forgive me on that. But all the other time frames looking pretty good. So what we want to see is we want to see Bitcoin not take that nasty dump. Come sideways. We want to see this continue sideways and figure its way out. So we're going to watch the 1 hour time frame, but the 1 hour resets and we don't give up this trend line. Chance Mask is still in play. Mask is still in play. And Band and Mask look very similar to me. I hadn't looked at Band. Let's take a look at Band. But I like when multiple big time frames are oversold. That gives me confidence. So look how they look. They look so similar. And they both are leaving their trend lines now. Band gave it up. You could say, all right, it's still trying to hang out inside. I guess we could do that. A little tough for me. 1 hour needs to come on down. To me, Band left its trend. Like the other one, I could say is still playing it. But Band, I feel like it did leave the trend a little bit there. Looking ugly. Got tight. It's getting tight in the channel. Band protocol. It's holding above the point of control. It stays above this point of control. It can go right back up to here. High risk, high reward right now, but I wouldn't get in when the 1 hour is low. 4 hours probably oversold like the rest of the market. Could definitely pin everything and change the game. Aggressive entries right now with a stop loss below 160 for Band. But it's not done yet. It's got tight moving averages. It's tighter in the channel. Band and Mask still on the radar. I'm not giving them up yet. Not giving them up yet. All right, everyone, that's it for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin before I'm out of here. But at the end of the day, we're just watching that flag that really didn't do anything for the last 2 hours. Nothing. So we're kind of right where we began. Remember, we were on the 15-minute on auto watching this rising wedge here. That's kind of where we stood. Now, the beautiful thing is the 15-minute had a lot of chance to dump, but it didn't. However, it has a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there, showing signs of that it can't make it back above. Also, Bookmap hasn't changed at all either, really just giving us kind of pretty much a lackluster reading here for Bookmap. See, just sideways behavior, 17K. Now, one thing I do see is this 1 hour does want to come back to the downside. We're going to have to see how this plays out. 15 minutes says it can continue go up and down, but this channel is eventually going to come for a bearish retest. Right now, it's looking like a bearish retest that wants to dump to the downside on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to the shorts of the 1 hour. Anything can change, and I'll keep my group updated as time moves on. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. And, I'll bring you back into the studio real quick. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for giving me that power, that energy to show up every single day. Hit that like button. Send it to a friend. Let everybody know. Thank you for the 440 likes on our way to 500. Thank you for the $42 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. There's no gratitude, there's no words of true gratitude I could use. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you, dear Lord, for everything you've given me in my life. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go on to live in gratitude for the rest of the month, for the rest of my life, every single day. And there's only good things that can come of that. If we stay positive, we stay true to ourselves, and we stay thankful for everything we've received in this life. Everyone, thank you. I'll see you on the next live stream. And be safe. I'll catch you on the next one.